While watching a video of fellow YouTuber playing Trace, which, if you're actually watching this video, you probably already know him, he mentioned a game called The Web of Cogs and Oil, saying that it genuinely scared him. I didn't watch the full video, but the little I saw captured my attention. In addition to being short, in fact shorter than most FNAF fan games, the scary visuals were enough to make me want to try it for myself, and let me tell you, playing Trace was not exaggerating. So, without further ado, let's get to it. The menu screen is already super charming and scary. Unlike other FNAF games, this game does not work with nights. It is actually divided into 4 seemingly unrelated levels, all very different from one another, but not any less unsettling. And we also do not have a phone guide to give us some exposition, so before each level, we are given a text that explains our situation and what's our objective. Starting from left to right, the first level is called The Corpse. Here, we are stuck in a walk-in freezer with a walking corpse right in front of us. That already raises a lot of questions. In front of you, there are 3 lights. They are powered by a hand crank, and behind you, there is a thermostat. Your objective is to keep the temperature on the thermostat above 30 degrees Fahrenheit. But when the freezer gets warmer, the lights begin to black out faster. Whenever a light goes out, the corpse gets closer. So what you need to do is, you have to keep the thermostat warm and also crank the generator to keep the corpse away from you. It may seem simple, but this can get pretty stressful. It is always unsettling to see something get so close to you. And another factor that adds to the tension is the crank itself. It would have been just very easy to make us hold left click to wind the generator, but the game actually makes us do the manual work. So when we are panicking, it gets very difficult to crank the lever. Since it's only one night, the level gets progressively more difficult. So, the longer you stay in the level, it gets more difficult to crank all the way up or to put the thermostat all the way up. You need to try and balance it, to just go little by little, kinda like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 music box. In the end, I managed to pass it, but just barely. The second level is called the Trickster. Here, we are stuck in what seems to be a kid's bedroom. It is completely dark, but at least we have a flashlight. Of course, we are not alone. In front of us, there is this fugly clown doll. He will move in the darkness, so what we have to do is shine our flashlight on him while he's moving. Using headphones is a must in this stage, because sometimes you can hear his footsteps. Yes, sometimes. Other times, he will just move without making any noise. And not only that, this room also has 2 jack-in-the-boxes, one on the left and one on the right, and they will replicate his footstep sounds, so you cannot always trust your ears. The best strategy that I could find is to flash the clown every couple of seconds, or every time you hear footsteps. If he's not there, then search for him. This part is very tense, and it also reminds me a lot of Fun with Nightmare Balloon Boy. You have to trust a lot your instincts to flash the clown when needed, while also saving as much battery as you can. And also, staying in a dark room is never cool. The third level is, in my opinion, the most unsettling. It is called The Demon. You're in a basement. On your left, you have a pentagram and a candle. On your right, you have 3 more candles. The candles on your right serve to protect you from the demon. While they are unlit, said demon gets closer to you. The pentagram will slowly begin to glow red, and you can hear some shrieks of horror coming from it. You have to hold left click on it to make it stop. If you don't, it's instant game over. And finally, when that single candle on your left is unlit, a helper will appear to blow your other candles. At the beginning you can manage to keep your tasks organized, but with time the candles will begin to extinguish faster, and the pentagram will begin to charge faster too. So you have to choose which task to prioritize and which task to ignore. But what really makes me so uneasy this level is the way that your surroundings are covered in darkness when the candles are unlit. It gets even worse when you relight them, just to see the devil right in front of you. Also, just as a side note, but since we're in the basement, I thought that the demon would come down the stairs. But in actuality, he was here all along, in the painting, and that is such an amazing detail. The final level is called The Machine. You are stuck in an abandoned building, with a window right in front of you and a door behind. Your objective is to open a panel on your left to unlock every door in the building, so that you can leave. But at the same time, you have to keep watching the machine that will... Hey, wait, I know her! That's Baby! What are you doing here, girlie? Anyways, she will approach your window when you're looking at the panel, so you have to keep an eye on her too. I'll admit that on my first try, I didn't really get what I was supposed to do to unlock the door, and I allowed Baby to get way too close. When she starts banging on the glass like that, you can use a taser.
Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock.
But of course you need to use it sparingly. But I died anyways. So, what you're supposed to do is repeat a command that appears on your monitor with the keypad. But you have to be extra careful because sometimes the monitor will glitch, and you may end up pressing the wrong key. Or if you end up being too greedy, Baby will get closer to you, and you cannot afford to waste any time, since you only have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get out. Also, try not to let Baby get into the window, because when she starts banging on the window, your monitor also starts to glitch a lot more, and it becomes almost impossible to do the commands. After unlocking all the doors in the panel, only one remains, the one behind you. So just like the first level, you gotta use your mouse to spin a wheel, but this time it's to open the door. This last part is definitely less difficult, but it may be kind of stressful, especially if you only have a little bit of time remaining. And that was The Web of Cogs and Oil. This game, although simple, is full of charm. The gameplay is extremely balanced and fun while also managing to keep me on the edge the whole time. Having played it now, it's actually a shame that not only is the game so short, but that Vich, the developer that published the game, did not make any more games. He himself said that there are many things that he would change about the game, but if you ask me, this game is a testament to their talent and competence. A love letter to FNAF and its fans.